Sons, along with your issue and seat location, to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
Visit the team's website for more information for availability of any future games.
The National Basketball Association and the Phoenix Suns are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to
a look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me, Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Pistons. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've been really consistent so far this season. Not making big moves up or down the rankings, and that can be harder to achieve than you might think.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And for Phoenix, Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. MP out there with Jalen Green. And it's Booker in at the small forward. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
Now, MP. Following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. And a wide-open look for MP. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Takes a step back. Cunningham against MP. Over MP. Rebound by Williams. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's MP. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Looking to end the run. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now Brooks following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Clock at 4. MP passes to Booker. Here's MP. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And it's 7 points for MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For 3, Harris gets it to go from beyond the arc.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer. Asked to knock down threes.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Booker. The 3. Duran pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 5.
Well, plays like that take real poise. Harris didn't let the physical defense get the better of him inside.
Now here's Williams. Pass to MP. Hits the three-point bomb. 10 points for him.
Well, the D has gotten a... bit laxed here defending the triple.
Harris finds Robinson. Thompson outside. Here is Cunningham from past the arc. That shot no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Green wants to get it to Robinson and does. Here's Cunningham. During the pass to Thompson. And a wide open look for Cunningham. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
Here's MP, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Cunningham against MP. And that one drops for him.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Here's MP. Rebound by the Pistons. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Kate Cunningham. Holland is out there with Paul Reed. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Kate Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key. Adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with 58 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And he makes the first. And as expected, Greg, a tight start to this NBA Cup championship game.
And these have been the best 2 teams in this Cup competition. And really not much separates them thus far, but you just know a run's coming.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Cunningham.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Gillespie, the pass to MP. MP nails the triple.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Reed kicks to Robinson. Pass to Cunningham. Reed dishes to Robinson. Here's Holland. Off target from three-point range. Suns leading by 6. MP, that's for 2. Strong finish inside from MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Several teams changing it up here. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Duren. His athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Pistons trail by 7. Outside Robinson. And Thompson kicks to Harris. Pass to Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham left side. The 3 kept alive. Back to Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix leading by 7. The 3 from MP. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Detroit's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Thompson finds Harris. Overdone. And Detroit again with the bucket.
I like going mid-range there. So confident. Harris had it all under control.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. Over MP. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Robinson. MP outside. Hands it from downtown. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for Phoenix.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Strong response by the veteran Harris. Coming back with his own 3, making a statement doing.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participant.
Hello, folks. Without a doubt, the early spotlight is on MP. Fellas, he's been very difficult to guard.
Well, they're running the offense through MP, a guy who just continues to elevate his game, never stops working. This is why he is where he is today.
And that's why his team is where they are after the first half. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Pistons trail by 5. Booker and Brooks will slot in at the forward for him. Jalen Green is out there with MP, and it's Williams at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Now Cunningham. He's got 10. Over MP, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson outside. Harris outside. Duren sets the screen for Harris. And the 3 off target. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. MP with the long triple.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
O'Neal a screen on Duren. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Harris passes to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Phoenix making some changes. Iguodaro's checked in, and Allen subbed in for Booker. And Detroit with a change here, too. Sasser's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Free throw good, MP.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Harris inside, guarded by O'Neal. O'Neal with the steal. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
There's the screen. Pass to Harris. There's the triple. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
MP outside. That misses off the backboard.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Duren finds Thompson. Offensive rebound. And Duren slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win during the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
To the inside. Here's MP. Robinson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 9. There's the lob to Duren. 1 second separating the shot. Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Harris looking it over. Duren with the screen on O'Neal. Thompson for the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
MP getting it done for the Phoenix Suns. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like...
For the Suns, Williams, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen comes in for Goodwin. And MP subbed in for Jalen Green. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Javonte Green. Robinson is subbed in for LeVert. On the floor for Detroit, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center position. MP, down it goes for 3.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now Duren. Off the glass.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's MP. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice looking 3 ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Allen against Thompson. Pass to Harris. Lets the three fly. MV grabs the miss. And so MV will bring it up for the Suns. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. From outside the arc. And yet another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the eight.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from that.
And here's MP for three. Offline. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season. The winner of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And, man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Kids in the nicer last. So I'm thinking about that.